Hey everyone, this is Stephen KC Railpan, and welcome to another product review. So what I have here is I have some new locomotives I'd like to share with you guys. So the new locomotives I have they're both Walthers Mainline, and you can see they're both General Electric ES44ACs. This is from their winter 2025 release. So they came out just like possibly like in mid-January or so. So I have two of them I'd like to show you guys. So this is the recent run. So the first one I have is BNSF. This is right here. So we got the BNSF one. And then I have is Ferromex. So I have two of them. So I purchased them separately from each other. I didn't purchase them at the same time. So I decided to go with them separately. So there's that. The Ferromex, of course. And of course, BNSF. So there they are, because I'm really looking forward to having these unboxed. So I'm gonna unbox these off camera, because it's gonna take me a while to get both of them out. So I'll see you guys once I get these unboxed. Alright, so here they are, outside the box. You can see they're really sharp looking and pretty nice. Just going to do a quick overview before we begin the review of it. Just have a look around it. Looks really nice. So, yeah, they look really cool together. So, anyways, I'll do reviews on both of them because both of them are pretty different from each other. Because Walthers does some different variations to their Jibo locomotives. So, yeah. So, anyways, we'll start off with BNSF goes first, and then after that, I'll start with the Ferromex next. So, yeah, so let's start the review. Alright, so starting with the front, as you can see, the locomotive has a lack of detail, because it doesn't have any details factory installed for you. So basically, they do come with a detail kit yourself if you want to put them on yourself, but I'm not sure if I'll do that sometime. But so, as you can see, it's got ditch lights, and the headlights, they're LEDs. There's the Promax coupler, it's got a snowplow, doesn't have like MU hoses, trailing hoses, coupler cut levers, and all that. And there's no grab irons or windshield wipers, as well as no roof detail. It's got sunshades installed, it's got the 4-window cab, and it's number 6388. And unfortunately, at the bottom, as you can see right here, this says ES44C4 on the bottom. But however, 6388 in real life is actually an ES44AC. So the difference between the C4 and the AC is that, as I know, they're both AC traction, but the C4 has the A1A truck arrangement. So meaning that the middle axle right here is empowered on the C4, but however for the AC, all 6 are powered. And the same goes for the DC, but however the DC has DC traction, and this one has AC traction. So that's the difference. So as you can see, the paint job is nicely done. It's got some sun-grade detail on the fuel tank, and then there's the horn. Horn looks nicely done. So that's the K5HL. I'm not sure if my camera can pick it up, but here it is. I'll give you a close look. And it's got the smokestack, and doesn't have see-through grills. The trucks don't rotate when running, because this is just a budget-friendly locomotive. And on the back side, you can see there's some detail here, lack of detail on that side. You know that? And the handrails are nicely done too. So there's that. So now I'm going to turn the locomotive around. So we'll look on the conductor side. So the conductor side, the same thing, Lots of great detail there, and then they even put the E-bell, which is correct, for the ES4 locomotives. So that's a really cool feature for that near the fuel tank. So very nice detail. Even though being budget friendly, I don't really mind it. And then they also got the wheel here. It looks like some kind of brake wheel of some sort. But anyways, it's very nice. And also, it's really cool. There's a cab interior, if you can see. That's actually another cool feature. So yeah. So anyways, let me try and get this locomotive running and see how this runs. Well, this locomotive runs. Okay. That's currently in reverse, so I'll show you how it runs on the board. Very nice. I just love the LED lights on them. So. Will you just pull up one more time? So, really nice. So I'll show you the back. Now we'll show you the backlight. The backlight's also LED as well. So, just pull them over. There it is. So anyways, so there it is. That's the review of the BNSF ES44AC. So I gotta say, it's a pretty cool locomotive, even though the thing I'm a little disappointed about is the fact is, like, you know, the designation on the bottom says ES44C4, but however, that's incorrect because that's, as you all know, 6388 in real life is actually an AC. So I'm not sure if that's some kind of, possibly just some error that Walthers made, because, you know, that also was the same error that when Scaletrains, under Scaletrains promo ES44AC, it says DC on the side, even though the real logo is an AC. So, and I can also bring out my difference and show you something else I know. So here's my other locomotive. This is my Walthers Mainline C4 I recently got like a couple of years ago. I believe I got this since like 2022 or 2023, I'm not sure. And if you can see carefully, you can look, if you look carefully at the trucks, here's the C4 trucks. You can see there's some cylinder pipes right there. Has a cylinder, if you can see carefully. And as well as for the AC, does not have that. So that's the difference. So I decided that, you know, if I could find some decals or so, I could try and re-decal the designation on the bottom to AC sometime. I'm not sure when I'll do it, if I find decals of it, but who knows. So that's just the difference between these two. So this side is the C4, the 8010, and then the 6388 is the AC. So anyways, with that further ado, that's going to be the review of the ES44AC reviews of the BNSF. So now we're going to move on to the Ferromex next. Alright, so here's the Ferromex now. So you can see the Ferromex has, you know, basically the same details, so, but it has some different like paint schemes, like the plows different, which is it's basically green with white stripes, which is correct. It's got, so this is the original scheme of Ferromex. So it's pretty cool, lots of good detail wise, you know, plastic handrails and all that, ditch lights, headlights, cab interior, you know, roof detail and all that. And it's also got the steerable trucks. These are the steerable trucks instead of the high Hessian trucks. So this is correct for the Ferromex locomotives. And you can see the paint scheme is nice and done. I just love the green and red and white scheme. And then there's the horn. That's a good detail. So a little something I want to point out later is that, because I'm going to point this out a little bit later, because I know the grills are a little different compared to the real 4656, because this is basically on the later version of the Jibos instead of the early versions. And then here's the headlight and the rear headlight and all that, and then obviously some nice detail on the back side as well. That's cool. So now I'm going to turn the locomotive around. Let me just zoom out a bit. So same thing as always, you know, basically just, you know, conductor size all the same, and then there's the eval on the fuel tank, you can see. So it's pretty cool. And it also has the white number boards, because depending on what railroad you have, they either have the white number boards or black number boards. and all that. So, anyways, let's get this locomotive running, see how this runs. So, just like as always with the BNSF, it's also got LEDs. So they're really nice and bright. And all that. So, there it is. It's a very smooth running locomotive. I'm actually very impressed with it. So anyways, that's gonna basically wrap up the reviews of the Walthers Mainline ES44AC, which is the winter 2025 release. I gotta say, these are actually one of the really good locomotives. I'm glad Walthers was able to do another run of these. And because unfortunately, you know, as for the Ferromex, I missed out on the possibly, I believe this came out in the second run, which is like a couple years ago. The second run, and then I'm glad that Walthers was able to bring back the Ferromex again, to make this up, because I'm hoping to get some more Ferromex locomotives, because they've been appearing a lot on BNSF. So, and also before we go, let me show you some of the details compared to my rivet counter scale trains unit. So if I can get that. So, you know, let me just reverse this locomotive back again. Let me just point out some details compared to my rivet counter one, even though the rivet counter one has more detail. So here it is right here. So here it is. So if you can look carefully, you can see that the rivet counter is the late version. You can see the grill, if you see the grills, right? So there's the grills on the early ones, and here's the one on this one. So even though the prototype is not really correct, because you know they're supposed to be using this side, these early version grills, but these are the late version grills. You can see the difference. So let me point out the camera so you guys can see better. You can see, and also if you look at the rear, the headlight is in the different position, because this is the correct location of Ferromex, which is also quite identical to BNSF's early Jeebos. And then you can see the headlight is mounted at the top. So I believe for the 4600 series of Ferromex is that the rear headlight is supposed to be lower to the bottom right here, but this one's located up here. So even though the details on the Ferromex one is not correct, I'm not really picky about it. So even though this one is the correct variation, this one has some details that are incorrect, because like headlight supposed to be low mounted, and then it's supposed to have like the grills are different. This is the late version, as I said before, late version grills, and these are the early version grills. But it has the 4-window cab, which is correct, and all that such. Plows nicely done, and don't mind about the anti-vandalism grills, because this one does not have them. But if you want to like put them on yourself, you could, but I'm not gonna probably do that. So anyways, even though the details on the Ferromex is not correct compared to how it is in real life, I'm not picky about it. But anyways, it's still a great locomotive. I'm really glad to get this, because even though it's budget friendly, I'm really impressed with it and all that. So yeah, so anyways, that's going to wrap it up for the review of the Walthers Mainline ES44ACs. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys next time. Okay, have a good day, everybody.